He's in a raid at the minute, I think, on factory. I can sniff it. Tarkov. I got a little PCB with the Hirano pink shells, and I want to try it my G4X. I just went on the battery. Nice. You're gonna so what are you doing then? Swap them out with some pink Hirano, is that what you're doing? Cheers, Daisy. Which you know, you're gonna think they're gonna be alright? You looking forward to them? I need to do some more Switch comparison stuff that I did ages ago. Get back into it. Personally, I would change skates on these, but some people don't want to do it, or some people perhaps get different ones or get them cheaper or something. So but make sure you do change them, even if you don't get me to do it. Because, like, even though I'm trying to take it off, you can still catch the corners like that. Because the lodgy ones suck. Skates in general. Sometimes they come off, sometimes that's the first time they were off. You see they don't do all that. The Zari material. They don't come off. Once you took them off, that's it. Rip. Yes, giving it a shot. Your videos are a huge help. Ah, cool man, glad I help you. I got loads of core pads for G4X. Love the core pad. They're not bad yet. Core pads are good. Quite like the airs, to be fair, but I've not played with them much. What's this? Ooh, it's in the sale, is it? Flash sale. 329 for that desk. Tidy. With the base UK as well. Let's have a look. So it's got extendable bomb. I can't sort the fucking picture out of top corner. Hang on a sec. Extendable bomb. Cable tray, okay. Desk frame, desk. Has it got a cable management up the legs or anything like that? How do you do that? Are you people putting cable ties or something? That's what I need to work out. Is there any limit on how far it can support in terms of like lengthwise? I mean, I reckon a 1.8 meter piece of wood will go on that. What you guys got on yours? Has it got a charger for your phone? Nice. Is it a plug into the wall as well? So you got memory height and child lock. 4 programmable presets. I'm presuming that's different levels. Okay, sit, stand 1 and 2. Flexible movement. 7 years warranty. 125k capacity. Anti-collision system and cable management. Was collision not going to hit somewhere with it, right? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty tasty, man. 5 days that sale ends. Okay. The IKEA cable management trays, that's all metal, still work pretty well. Okay, I know what you mean. Like the U ones that underhang it, is that one? Depends how big your PC is. I've got 2 of them. They're not that big. I've got 2 Fantech Evo X ones. What thing that might concern me is the length of the cable for USBs. Is there a cable limit for length of USBs? I can't remember when you extend them. I'm trying to understand how far I can stretch my like HDMI cables. I've definitely got length and DPI, display ports and stuff. That's what I've got to think about, the cable management, but yeah, okay. I also got I taped up a load of things like my switches, my network switches and stuff under my desk, and they eventually peeled off because of the heat, so I need a better way to do that. I've got better ideas for that. Do you think I should get the Lamzu Mini or wait for the G-Wolves HTX? Ooh, what a choice. What a choice. I'd get the G-Wolves HTX if you want 4K. But I think the Lamzu mice have been pretty good, but we haven't seen the Mini yet. But if it's anything like the other Lamzu, the standard one, that's for my top mouse, probably a 2022, so I'd say get them. But we haven't seen it yet, so it could be shit. Oh, I've not seen it. Someone else might have. You've seen the Mini? Take like a search, but you could use a long cable extension of your PC on your desk. I've got two, that's the problem. So I've got two PCs full.
I've got balls of steel.
So I've got a mixing amp. I haven't really got space on my desk for anything like that, unfortunately. Cheers, cheers for follow football ball fed FB. How you doing, man? We've just been building some custom PCBs to the GPO Super Lite, and we're just going to change the main switches in this one as a full mouse or something. Take some of the pre-travel out. Pre-travel, if you look at this here. I've done a video on YouTube, but see all that movement? The switch is there. So I'm going to take that out of it. A bit better on the left there, but go further back on it. Just a little bit shit. It does get worse the further forward you get on these super lights. Bit of a chunky coating, like the Razer. Okay. I know it's tough, isn't it, mate? It's a tough decision. Maybe the shape makes you decide a bit better, or the skates on the bottom, maybe. If you can't decide, the Lamzu Mini is not 4K, is it? So maybe the 4K would be the swing. Or I'm presuming they're using zippies in the HTX. I can't remember. Not a fan of them, to be fair. They're a bit mushy for me. I find them. Keep changing the ones on those U-Wolves. Putting on dots anyway. Okay, fair enough. Maybe availability. And they're both going to be pretty good. The HST was pretty good. The little Babby one here is pretty good, but it has to have quite a lot of pre-travel in the fronts, but even before we chopped it up. Necessarily that's going to have a problem, but yeah. The Lamzu Atlantis suffering from any of these sensor issues, that like this polling rate problem we keep seeing. People saying the Ninja Sura's got it, and which other else has got it? Maybe the XM2, maybe people are thinking it might have the same issue. It drops the polling. Interesting. So Bob, what's your main mouse and mods? Oof. This is the problem. I used to have main G Pro Superlights, but since I've been doing more mice, which I was doing a lot anyway, but I kind of moved away from my main. I don't really have a main because I change it weekly. So like this week we're going to use the XM2 because it's out. Last week we used the Cooler Master M712. The week before that we used the Pulsar Bruce Lee. Can get the idea. My mousepad's been a little bit more stable, but now I've changed that. The mice that I like at the moment are Pulsar's X2. I prefer the stock one over the Bruce Lee because of the I don't like the Optomex and the Bruce Lee. bit mushy like the razors for me. I also like the M42 extra phi. I really like the M8 extra phi. I also like the XM2 is pretty nice actually, but I've not properly used it. What do I like? There's another one that I like at the minute. The Sora wasn't bad. It's difficult, there's a lot of mice. They're kind of where my theme is at the minute. I don't think what else I've used that I like. That's like in my top mice. I need to do a top 5 mice, don't I? Keep meaning to do it. I'll get it out. For 2022 anyway, which that means the XM2 won't be in it. If you look at that, the Superlight doesn't even count. Might even put it in there because there's been so many other mice that come out pretty good. It's difficult. Some better models, I would say. Logitech's not really improved it. Lucky you know what I said, mate. Chisel. It's difficult for you. Try too many mice. But I certainly have some favourites. Once I had a main, I've got favourites, we say. Like I'm using the pulse. I mean, I'm saying I don't like the buttons. I'm kind of using it, but more because it's dongles plugged in. Are the zippy 60mm hollow feeling, or are they just mushy? I'd say I'd prefer the Omron Japanese. I think they're a little bit mushy. They're not bad, but they're not as sharp as the Omron 20mm. And a few of the back clicks. Hollow, maybe. I just don't get on with them. I was also liking the new Omron 60mm or was it 80mm optos, and this has got them. I didn't like them in this. Feel mushy. But the Kale Optomex and this feel a lot better. Oh, they're the nicest opto at the minute for me, I would say. So I think you can also depend on the mouse. You know, there's a few different factors, isn't there? A few factors. It also depends where you're pushing it as well. This thing got the zippies in it. I think it has, isn't it? I've got the best button set up for this because there's a ton of pre-travel even before I mashed it to death. Hacked it up, but I don't like them. I preferred them when they had KOs in, but I know they weren't happy with them. I think they did one G-Wolfs with the 60mm Omrons, and that was okay. Don't know. Favourite switch for the Superlight? KL4 for me. My first stiffer click. Or I quite like the 30mm TTC, which is about to go in this one. That's what happened in this. I also like the Japanese Omron, and I don't mind the Hoanu Pink Dot Blue Shell. I don't tend to use it, and I like KL8s. You have to do quite a lot of work on the Superlight to get it to be good for switches, because it's not good out of the box. The switches aren't good, the button position, so much pre-travel